Now on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden fears a Donald Trump presidential win and fears a Trump loss. In his own words, coming up.
A nice summer run of weather is on deck. We're going to have some pretty cool stuff happening, and our air quality is improving. We'll talk about why coming your way.
And another big fire sparks in the Northwest, and it's growing, where it's burning and what we know about it. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, August 8th. Welcome to it. Almost Friday. Let's get on over to Mark Peterson to look at our first alert forecast. Almost Friday, Mark.
I vote for just skipping and going right to Friday. Here is what we have right now. Again, still have those hazy conditions. That's dust. That's some smoke in the air. Our air quality is good. It's 70 degrees into the West Plains. We have low to mid 60s in many other areas. Here's a look at the 4 things you need to know. Still pool weather. Warm, summer. It's going to be breezy at times today. Those gusts to 30 miles an hour potentially. Still tracking the potential for some mountain thunderstorms to the north over the next couple of days. But again, air quality is improving, looking pretty good. We have forecast winds that are going to come out of the northeast. As it does, it's a cleaner air batch, and we're going to have those gusts in excess of 20, potentially to 30 miles an hour, really firing up not only for mid-morning, but we're going to see them again tonight, and that'll be overnight where it'll calm down for Friday, looking great. Temperatures currently 62 into the valley, 65 Deer Park. We've got 62 into Post Falls and 67 in Liberty Lake and downtown. So a little variance there, but still all of it comfortable. We are going to see, again, those clouds moving across today, high thin ones at times. Our high today is going to be 88 degrees.
Mark, thanks. In recent days, Democrats have raised plenty of concerns if Donald Trump wins the presidency.
But in a new interview, President Biden says he's also fearful of a Trump loss. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk with the president's concerns.
President Joe Biden sat down with campaign correspondent Robert Costa in his first one-on-one interview since announcing he won't seek re-election. Costa asking if he's concerned in a peaceful transition of power.
If Trump loses, I'm not confident at all. He means what he says. We don't take him seriously. He means it. All the stuff about if we lose, there'll be a bloodbath. Have to be a stolen election.
Biden's public appearances have been limited since he endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. Trump has said numerous times that the only way he would lose is if the election was stolen from him. In the interview, Biden goes on to say he believes it's unlikely that Trump would concede the election, warning he's already preparing to challenge November results, similar to the challenge in 2020 that led to the January 6th insurrection. Biden says he's certain part of how Trump is to prepare to challenge the election includes putting in place sympathetic local election officials to his cause. This full interview with President Biden is set to air on Sunday. Coming up in the next half hour, we will have updates on both the Harris and Trump campaign. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks so much. Washington's primary election is behind us, but votes are still being counted and the ballot processing system is complex.
As an added layer of integrity, election observers from both political parties watch over every stage of that process. Rules inside the ballot processing room are strict. Doors are locked and you can only enter if you are an official with a badge or have an escort. Election officials verify signatures, sort the ballots, remove the ballots from their envelopes, and process the votes. All the while, election observers watch over them.
I have really enjoyed seeing all the stages that they go through to do the counts, to double check themselves, to make sure they don't lose a ballot along the way. They count and double count and recount, and a third person checks it again.
Election observers even monitor officials when they pick up the ballots.
And I watched them, take them out of the ballot box after 8 o'clock, the seals they put on the bags, and all of that. And so I'm pretty secure, fairly comfortable how it gets from there, from where we put them in the ballot box to where it gets here and how it goes through.
Now, we spoke with 3 election observers, 2 Democrats and 1 Republican. They have all volunteered as observers before and say they've never seen any concerning behaviors and feel secure in our voting system.
Almost a dozen candidates were hoping to be the first new U.S. Eastern Washington representative in almost 20 years, replacing Cathy McMorris Rodgers. The race has been officially called, according to the Associated Press. Republican Michael Baumgartner and Democrat Carmella Conroy will be on the November ballot. More than 100 state legislature seats are up for grabs, including a state rep for Spokane. The top 3 candidates, Tony Keep, Ben Stuckert and Natasha Hill separated by only about 500 votes right now. In Spokane County, the race for Commissioner of District 5 is neck and neck with challenger Molly Marshall narrowly ahead of four-term incumbent Al French. And Republican Dave Reichert and Democrat Bob Ferguson will face off in the race to be Washington's next governor.
The votes are still being counted. The candidates have more than 70% of current votes between them. The state GOP endorsed candidate Semi Burr did not move on, garnering less than 10% of the overall votes. Spokane GOP told us discussions about endorsing Reichert would begin once votes are finalized. On Wednesday, Democratic candidate Bob Ferguson went on Zoom speaking with the media, saying this election's outcome proves his campaign strategy of visiting all 39 counties paid off.
I'm just a big believer in getting off the I-5 corridor and competing for votes in every corner of the state. I'm not changing with the general election. We're going to keep the same approach. It's working so far. And I think people appreciate the fact that you show up in their community and meet with them and try to compete for votes. And that's what we're going to do.
Ferguson kicked off his campaign for governor right here in Spokane last September. His opponent, Dave Reichert, telling us Wednesday, it's not about how many counties you visit, it's about remembering your voters' faces.
I'm not keeping track of the cities and counties that I've visited. It's more important to me to look people in the eye and remember the people that I'm talking to and the issues that they're sharing with me.
Reichert also celebrated a very successful primary, yet told us he was disappointed with the lack of people not using their right to vote in this election, citing low voter turnout.
The primary election results will not be officially finalized until August 20th. If you'd like to check out the rest of the race results, we have them posted right now on KXLY.com/forthepeople.
Turning to our Fire Watch coverage this morning, a fire burning in Gem County, Idaho is now prompting mandatory evacuations. Take a look at this video from the Paddock Fire. The Bureau of Land Management in Idaho reports the fire has already scorched more than 60,000 acres. Firefighters have no containment so far and no word on what started that fire, but we do know this area of Idaho had some lightning strikes earlier this week. Hope everyone is safe out there. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:07.
In the last handful of mornings, it's been hazy. It's been, kind of smoky in the air, but we're looking pretty good today.
Yeah, northeast winds are bringing in this clean batch of air out of Canada and over the top of us. There's no fires in that path. Air quality is improving. So for today, things are looking pretty good. We have a full check of your forecast coming up.
A Spokane Valley business needs your support after a fire. We're sharing how you can help out Bake My Day in Spokane Valley coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
These muffins are looking good. While saving families some big bucks and back-to-school shopping. Just ahead, a look at preparations for the Salvation Army's massive backpack distribution and where else you can get some help before school starts. That's after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales event is on. Amazing offers on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Don't wait. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX Super Crew for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. This month, if you'd like to upgrade your home with some new Coeur d'Alene windows or maybe a new roof, we're offering an anniversary special. Or no money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. From McVeigh Brothers.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest. We specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
If you want to shine this summer and say goodbye to that winter weight, then this week is the perfect time to join Moo Fitness and get started on a new workout routine to get you sculpted for the swimsuit season. Moo Fitness.
Oh, man.
Don't worry.
I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you are taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales event is on. Amazing offers, like the Built Wild Bronco family. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It is just about 11 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Federal prosecutors are accusing Hunter Biden of once again of agreeing to foreign lobbying.
New court filings allege Hunter Biden agreed to lobby United States officials on behalf of a Romanian businessman while his father was the vice president. The latest accusations stem from special counsel David Weiss. He's prosecuting Hunter Biden for alleged tax evasion. Weiss claims Biden did reach out to government officials, even though prosecutors did not go into detail about those communications. Hunter's team denies those claims, and Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to the tax charges. That trial is set to begin in September.
This morning, a new lawsuit claims everyone on board the Titan underwater submersible knew they were about to die in the moments before the vessel imploded. 5 people were killed while traveling to the wreckage of the Titanic. Among them, French explorer Paul-Henri Nargeolet. His family is suing OceanGate, the vessel's parent company. The $50 million lawsuit claims the crew dropped weights about 90 minutes into the dive, indicating they tried to abort the mission. A Coast Guard hearing is scheduled next month.
Delta passengers have filed a class action suit claiming the airline refused to offer full refunds on flight delays or cancellations during last month's global computer outage. Travelers say Delta paid partial refunds only if they signed waivers against pursuing further legal claims.
2 astronauts aboard the International Space Station may not have a ride home until 2025. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams piloted Boeing's Starliner test flight and have now been in space more than 60 days. But that's already 7 weeks longer than expected. Issues plaguing the Starliner may mean they won't return home in the spacecraft at all, with Boeing rival SpaceX now being tapped to bring them home instead. In a news conference, NASA says this change could mean another 6 months in space for those astronauts.
All right, let's get to the 10-second takeaway here on Earth, sun and clouds. Less haze today than we've seen over the last couple of weeks. It is going to be a warm day today, sunny, 88, again, with some cloud cover.
And believe it or not, it is almost time for kids to start heading back to school, and the countdown to the 15th annual Backpacks for Kids distribution is underway. Volunteers spent yesterday with the Salvation Army stuffing 4,000 new backpacks with school supplies.
Most of the volunteers today are from the Vista, a big supporter of our backpack program.
So it's going to be open for anybody. You can come and get a backpack, help get your kids ready for school. It's amazing. The smiles are worth everything that we do.
So awesome. The Salvation Army says these backpacks can really help, especially with everyone's budgets a little bit stretched. Distribution is happening next Wednesday. It's from 9 a.m. to 4 on the Salvation Army campus on Indiana Avenue off of Division. It's first come, first serve for these backpacks, and parents and guardians should have their ID and proof of every child in their household. And of course, you can watch Good Morning Northwest next Wednesday. Our Allison Martinez will be live with the Salvation Army as backpack distribution kicks off. So fun.
It is a really fun event. It's now 6:14.
Simone Biles is the women's gymnastics GOAT, the greatest of all time, of course, and she wears one too. The story behind this special pendant the GOAT wore at the Olympics, coming up a little later.
And right after the break, fire spells big trouble for a local business. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live sharing how you can support Bake My Day in Spokane Valley, coming up.
Enter to win a Hell's Canyon and wine tasting adventure in the Lewis Clark Valley this September. Experience the canyon's natural beauty on a jet boat tour for 2, coupled with wine barrel tasting and a 2-night stay. For more information, go to KXLY.com/Hell's Canyon.
It's been 20 years since Toyota launched the world's first mass-produced hybrid vehicle, the Toyota Prius.
And today, Parker Toyota's inventory is filled with hybrids like the RAV4, Highlander, and Tundra. Plus, the all-new Grand Highlander and Tacoma.
Whether you're heading up the mountain or hauling kids around town, Parker Toyota's selection of hybrids are designed to move you quicker and travel further with fewer trips to the pump.
See our huge selection of hybrids built for the everyday driver at Parker Toyota in Coeur d'Alene or visit parkertoyota.com.
We've been receiving a lot of calls here at Holiday regarding the smoky air. Here are a few tips. First, replace your filter and run your fan constantly. This is your first line of defense and very inexpensive. This will clean your air by trapping smoke particles at your filter. Second, we do have air purifiers that can be installed directly into your system. Third, it is safe to run your air conditioner. Just make sure your fresh air intake is closed. We're here to help. Call us anytime.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
It's the final 44 hours of Walker's Furniture Anniversary Sale,
where we are celebrating by offering savings up to 44% off.
Get big friends and family discounts throughout the store with special financing for up to 5 years, so you can get it today and pay for it over time. Take advantage of store-wide savings on all bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture, up to 44% off.
So hurry in, because these anniversary savings won't last long.
Today through Monday at Walker's.
Hey, Andy with Brothers Flooring and Design. When is the best time to remodel your kitchen or bathroom? That'd be now, before the fall rush hits. For over 10 years, our staff has been helping customers find the highest quality tile, flooring, carpet, and cabinets to give your home, office, or cabin a great look. We'll come out and measure it, give a free quote, deliver it, install it, and we'll guarantee it. At Brothers Flooring, we make it that simple.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Good morning and welcome back. It's 6:17. A local business is in trouble. A truck from Bake My Day in Spokane Valley went up in flames this week.
The business owners say they've already been struggling with the effects of inflation, and this fire puts them in an even more difficult position. Allison Martinez is live at the bake shop this morning to share how you can support the business through this chapter. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. I'm here with Ashley, who is the owner of Bake My Day here in Spokane Valley. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's been a really difficult week for you guys. You had a tragedy happen to your car that you rely on for a lot of events. Tell us how this puts you in a bind.
Yeah, so that truck we rely on to take our little snack trailer, which is kind of like a food truck, but a little smaller version, to all of our events. So we do the Spokane Valley Farmers Markets, and then we've got other various events, especially the one that's coming up that I'm most excited about is the Cops, Cars, and Cruisers and Liberty Lake. So various different events during the summer that we really rely on that vehicle to haul our trailer. And then we rely on it every week to haul our ingredients, to haul of our flour, sugar, all of that. So it does take a larger vehicle to accommodate all of the heavy ingredients that we do use here. So it definitely puts us in a little bit of a bind with the events and being able to get the ingredients that we need for our shop.
The best way that people can support you guys right now is just to show up and show out. We are here at your store. Remind us of your address of your storefront.
We're at 18123 East Appleway in Spokane Valley. So think of Barker to Appleway, hang a right and look for the windmill by Boomers, CB Quenchers. You really can't miss the windmill.
Yeah, you can't miss it. We're going to show you the outside of this amazing building in our next hit. But you can come out here and you can check out these amazing treats here. You just pulled these right out of the oven. They look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we'll show you the outside of the building coming up here in a bit. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys in studio.
They've been making us hungry all morning.
Yeah, they have half-pound cinnamon rolls.
Get out of my head. I was just thinking about those.
Sorry.
And thus, you have to put, like, I don't know, half a cube of butter on the thing, right?
Oh, my gosh. Don't remind about that. Just tastes so good.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a morning summertime treat, especially when it's cool, not cold. All right, so we do have some cool temperatures out there. 62 in Spirit Lake, Spokane Valley, 70 at the airport. Again, warmer into the West Plains, windier as well. We're going to talk about those winds coming up. Let's talk about our hour-by-hour forecast. And it's going to be clouds on the move. We're going to see high, thin clouds at times and then a little thicker this afternoon. By 10 o'clock, we'll be at 74 degrees. By 2 o'clock, we'll be at 85 degrees. But then it's the upper 80s for the rest of the afternoon through dinner time, taking us all the way in to 7 o'clock, and 85 then. Things will cool down nicely once the sun sets. All right, air quality is good right now, and we've seen it good all morning long. That's the first time in days that we've been out of the moderate, and it's going to stay there as we continue to have those northeast winds. That's really helping. Variable clouds today. We'll see some nice breaks. Friday, we're going to see the same thing, but it's this chance of scattered and isolated thunderstorm activity into the mountains. Enough energy there coming out of Canada that we could see that. There's a 20% chance of seeing Friday night, Saturday, an errant shower coming through our area. If we did, it wouldn't last long. It'd be very brief. Saturday evening, again, we see the Selkirks and Northern Rockies picking up a little bit of shower activity. Sunday, it's dry. Nice. All right, those northeast winds, there's the fires up here. I mean, the fires are to the west and to the south. So that northeast flow keeps us out of the smoke, which means our air quality is good right now. We have moderate air quality surrounding us, so there are odds that we could see it slip into moderate at times, but let's enjoy the cleaner air right now. 86 into Coeur d'Alene, you need heat. Go to Lewiston 99, 97 into the Tri-Cities. We're going to remain in the upper 80s today, tomorrow, and about 90, excuse me, Saturday, Sunday. Sunny. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Middle of next week, temperatures in the low 80s, and that too is going to be nice.
Oh, it's going to be so nice.
Not mad about this one at all. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks. It's now 6:22.
The Washington State Cougars could start the football season without one of their best receivers. When Cougs fans could expect to see him back on the field, we'll let you know after this break in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the final 44 hours of Walker's Furniture Anniversary Sale,
where we are celebrating by offering savings up to 44% off.
with special financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
So check out Northern Quest's next big giveaway.
Another Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah, I think they ran out of Porsches.
Nice. Maybe a little too nice?
Well, it's a Mercedes, so.
It's a slippery slope is all I'm saying. I mean, 1 minute you're driving this car, and the next you're eating your salad with the proper fork.
Oh dear.
You laugh, but where does it end?
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes-Benz on September 28th, only at Northern Quest.
The power of Latino voters is growing in Washington, but what matters most to them in our community? I'm Kirsten O'Connor. In our For the People coverage, we explore those concerns and the barriers that some say silence their vote tonight on 4 News Now at 6.
This summer, don't sweat it. Bill's Heating and AC has you covered with the best prices on air conditioners and heat pumps, guaranteed. With over 3,000 five-star reviews, we're the locally owned company you can trust. Our expert technicians provide fast, reliable service to ensure your home stays comfortable all season long. And should you ever have an issue, we're open 7 days a week to provide immediate help. So what are you waiting for? Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote today.
For over 20 years, my dad sold vehicles all over Eastern Washington. To the farmers and ranchers, the firefighters, to the military men and women at Fairchild, and of course, our friends and neighbors. He knew selling great vehicles at a fair price and taking care of the customer would build the foundation for years to come.
It was true then, and it's still true today. We treat everybody like family because we are family.
We want you to like the deal and love your wheels.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa? Safari. Hot air balloon ride. Swim with elephants.
Wait, can we afford a safari? Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment.
On a ranch?
In Montana.
With horses.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minensone. Washington State could be without one of their best players for the first game of the season. Wide receiver Carlos Hernandez will miss 3 to 4 weeks after undergoing surgery to repair a foot injury. Now he'll be in a cast during that time, and head coach Jake Dickert said Hernandez is day-to-day and will be evaluated once that cast is removed. Hernandez is expected to have a breakout season after putting up more than 200 yards as a freshman last year. And Spokane Velocity hang on to beat Chattanooga Red Wolves 1-0. Now Spokane will return home for their next match to take on Northern Colorado Hailstorm on Tuesday. And the Mariners dropped another game to the Detroit Tigers 6-2. Now, the Mariners' only runs came on a Cal Raleigh home run. Tigers starter Tarek Skubal went 7 innings and struck out 9 batters. Seattle will look to avoid the sweep at 6:40 tonight. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Cheering on those M's. Hopefully they can do it. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:25.
There are still thousands of ballots left to be counted in Spokane County, and some of those are already being challenged. We'll tell you what happens if your ballot gets challenged and how you can make sure your vote still counts.
And Taylor Swift forced to abruptly cancel several shows. The terrifying plot uncovered in Austria just hours before she was set to take the stage. We'll tell you next. And before we go to break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look.
Welcome to the Eras Tour.
Taylor Swift canceling all 3 of her sold-out shows in Vienna after Austrian police say they stopped an ISIS-inspired terror plot, arresting 2 suspects. Swifties devastated and scared. The announcement coming just hours before the kickoff of night 1.
Like nobody expected this at all. Vienna's one of the safest cities out here.
Jory Frances Smith traveled from Chicago with her 6-year-old daughter to catch the Eras Tour.
I thought, okay, maybe this credible threat is at bay. There's going to be heightened security measures. We just have to get there early. And then to see it canceled was a huge shock, but it's understandable.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the latest on this ongoing investigation. With your GMA First Look, I'm Maggie Rulli, ABC News, London.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. And when you can breathe better, what isn't better? This is better. This is better. That's better. And that. Even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. That's pretty good. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And doesn't that make things better? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change your stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for summer and receive $500 off.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. An annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
You want the best selection of trucks? We got them! Looking for sporty, fun SUVs? We got those too! If you're looking for a great deal on a new set of wheels, come on out to Cal!
You want it? Cal's got it!
If you want to shine this summer and say goodbye to that winter weight, then this week is the perfect time to join Move Fitness and get started on a new workout routine to get you sculpted for the swimsuit season. Move Fitness.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Roofs by Premier is a certified plus GAF contractor.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Thursday, August 8th. Let's check in with Mark on our first alert forecast. Hey, what's happening?
We have a good morning underway. We have clean air. We're sitting at 70 degrees into the West Plains and into Coeur d'Alene sitting at 62. There's a little bit of haze out there, but that's just the harvest underway. There's dust. There's also atmospheric smoke, but we don't see a lot of smoke in the air, so our air quality is good. Warm summer weather and the 4 things we want you to know about. Today it's going to be breezy at times. Mountain thunderstorm potential over the next couple of days, but that air quality is continuing to improve. We are going to see some breezy conditions out of the northeast. Winds in excess of 20, gusts to 30 potentially. We'll see that mid-morning in through the afternoon. Calms down a little bit, then we see another resurgence. That's going to happen tomorrow morning early, around anywhere from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then Friday does get to be calmer, and it's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a summer day, no doubt. 62 into the valley, 65 into Spangle, up into areas of downtown. You're into the mid-60s. So a very mild morning to start our day. And to wrap it up, temperatures that are just above average. Our normal high is 86, 87 degrees. Our high today is going to be 88.
Well, the race for the White House is heating up.
As both campaigns are battling for votes in the Midwest, Hannah Joy's at the Breaking Now desk this morning with updates on the Harris and Trump campaigns. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Natalie. Right now, the Trump campaign is pointing attention towards a controversial video where Kamala Harris, the vice president pick, Governor Tim Walz, talks about gun restrictions and weapons as he carried in war.
And we can make sure that those weapons of war that I carried in war is the only place where those weapons are at.
Senator J.D. Vance is questioning the military record of Walz, accusing Walz of never seeing active combat and lying about his service.
I think the evidence at this point is overwhelming that he lied about serving in a combat zone.
Walz served in the Army National Guard for 24 years, later retiring in 2005. This was 2 months before his unit deployed in Iraq, after he ran for Congress, where he became a critic of the Bush administration's war policies. The Harris campaign supports Walz by saying that he would never insult any American service to the country. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Levies across Spokane County are passing right now, including 3 to fund fire districts on the north side and around Newman Lake. Cheney's Proposition 1, an EMS levy, receiving a huge amount of support, with 77% of voters saying yes this morning. In Airway Heights, it's a really close race for a levy to fund the hiring of more police officers and replacing old patrol cars. There is only a 37 vote difference right now in favor of passing it. And the results are updating for plenty of other regional races as well.
Yeah, you can find that full list on our homepage. Once you're at KXLY.com, just click on that banner there at the top.
As of this morning, Spokane County has received more than 144,000 votes out of more than 368,000 registered voters, which is about a 39% turnout. Out of all the ballots returned, the Spokane County Elections Office has challenged roughly 0.87% of those ballots. That number is likely to increase a little as officials continue to process ballots. As election workers sort through the tens of thousands of ballots that have been received, they may challenge one if a person's signature doesn't match their voter registration or if they didn't sign the ballot at all.
Each of those voters will get a phone call if we have a phone number for them. They'll be texted if they signed up for texting, and they'll receive an email if we have an email, and they will also be sent a letter within the next 3 days.
And in order for their vote to still count, they will need to return that form sent to them by August 19th. The power of Latino voters is growing here in the state of Washington.
But what matters to Latino voters in our community? According to Pew Research, Latinos have grown at the second fastest rate of any major racial and ethnic group in the U.S. electorate since the last presidential election. The Latino community has also been a target of attack for certain politicians. We met with Latinos in our community to talk politics and about the issues that matter this election season.
that they discourage people. They instill fear in people. And that's not what politics is supposed to be about. That's not what this country is supposed to be about.
The concerns voters have and the barriers some say silence their vote tonight on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:37.
We want to check back in with Mark and looking at our temps.
So if you don't have air conditioning, clearly temperatures in the upper 80s and around 90 still can be uncomfortable.
Yes,
but our evening temperatures are going to be in the low 60s.
Ooh.
So that's the good news there, allowing those homes and apartments to cool down. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
Hey, the new school year will be here before you know it, and this year there are some big changes coming to bus routes in the Lake City. What Coeur d'Alene students and parents need to know next.
Plus a new plan when it comes to addressing homelessness in Spokane, where one service will be moving. I'll tell you next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
When it's time to protect your home, call Everhart Painting, Spokane's premier painting contractor. Everhart Painting takes care of every detail and backs the results with their industry-leading warranty. Call now for our summer special. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
It's the final 44 hours of Walker's Furniture Anniversary Sale,
where we are celebrating by offering savings up to 44% off.
with special financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Hey there, Spokane and Post Falls. Are you ready to give your home a floor lift? At Brothers Flooring, we turn boring into beautiful. Whether you're looking for some elegant hardwood for the living room or kitchen, or some plush new carpet for the bedroom, or maybe some sleek modern tiles for the bathroom. At Brothers Flooring, we say life's too short for boring floors. So give us a call today and we'll make your floors the life of the party.
Willie Nelson and family.
On the road again.
Bob Dylan. John Mellencamp.
I was born in a small town.
And more. Friday, August 9th, One Spokane Stadium for the 2024 Outlaw Music Festival. Tickets are on sale now at ticketswest.com. Go to outlawmusicfestival.com for more details.
Just roll me up and smoke me when I
Produced by Live Nation.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
When it's time to protect your home, call Everhart Painting, Spokane's premier painting contractor. Everhart Painting takes care of every detail and backs the results with their industry-leading warranty. Call now for our summer special. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
It is 6:38. The city of Spokane continues its efforts to reduce homelessness and get people the resources they need.
Mayor Lisa Brown says her administration is starting to see the benefits from the steps they've taken to address homelessness and housing in Spokane. That includes changing to a new shelter system and moving services out of the Division corridor. Mayor Brown's office says it has reached an agreement with one of those providers, Compassionate Addiction Treatment, on moving its service to East Central Spokane.
We have some concern about how service delivery will be provided to the people in need, but at the same time, we need to provide a supportive healing space for the people in our programs and for our team.
The city hopes the new location will help provide meaningful support.
The Coeur d'Alene School District is making big changes for students who live within a mile and a half of their school. More than 100 children district-wide will no longer be able to take the bus to school because of changes to the district's safety busing program. Students at 7 different schools will be affected, including elementary, middle, and high schools. Kids living more than a mile and a half from their school will still be able to take the bus.
As much as we worked as a safety busing committee to try and get everyone included that we could, in some cases that we were just unable to articulate that there was a safety issue for that person to still maintain a place on the bus.
For parents whose kids no longer qualify for safety busing, the district is encouraging those parents to form carpools or go over safe walking routes. Any parents with questions about the changes can call the district's transportation department. Today marks 1 year since wildfires began devastating the Hawaiian island of Maui. It is the deadliest such disaster in modern U.S. history, killing more than 100 people. Hawaii's Governor Josh Green says to honor them, he has ordered flags to fly at half staff. Officials say the flames left more than 3,000 families homeless. A year later, they say many still don't have permanent housing. The historic community of Lahaina remains devastated, largely wiped out by the fire.
All right, on this Thursday morning, your 10-second takeaway, it's going to be sun and clouds here. We're going to have breezy conditions firing up, gusts in excess of 20 miles an hour, but there is less haze in the air. It's going to be a warm day with a high of 88.
A new study shows a text message program appears to be helping some teens quit vaping. More than 780,000 young people have used the free and anonymous program called This Is Quitting since it launched back in 2019. The study found teens who used the program were 35% more likely to report they had quit vaping after 7 months compared to those who didn't use it. The texts are designed to build confidence and skills for quitting, including cognitive and behavioral coping strategies. Participants are encouraged to set a quit date and receive follow-up assessments.
As we continue to grapple with a blood donation shortage, Vitalant is holding a blood drive in Kootenai County today. It is the Kootenai County Fire Department's Battle of the Badges blood drive. It starts at 11 this morning, goes until 2:45 at the Fire and Rescue Campus on Celtice Way. All donors will get a free t-shirt. Earlier this week, we told you about a crucial blood shortage that can delay life-saving treatment. You can find that story and how it could impact you on KXLY.com.
There is only one GOAT, and that's true for both Simone Biles and the small pendant that she wore at the Paris Olympics after winning gold, of course, representing the greatest of all time, spelling GOAT. It was crafted by Janet Heller Fine Jewelry in Calabasas, California. Now, the owner, Janet Heller, says Biles reached out in May about the diamond pendant, and they worked day and night to get it ready in just 5 weeks. Heller says business hasn't been the same since the GOAT debuted, but she refuses to make a replica. Heller considers this the pinnacle of her career and so cool. I saw her put it on and I was like, ah, perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:42.
A Spokane Valley bake shop trying to find a way forward from a devastating fire. Allison Martinez live with how you can help.
Bake My Day is known for their iconic storefront, but also their pop-ups at events and farmers markets. A fire has made that no longer possible, and I'm sharing how you can help coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday for the 12-hour produce sale and save big on Dole bananas, fresh picked blueberries, whole sweet cantaloupe or seedless watermelon, and a summertime favorite, fresh picked corn.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale this Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
You want the best selection of trucks? We got them. Looking for sporty, fun SUVs? We got those too. If you're looking for a great deal on a new set of wheels, come on out to Cal.
You want it? Cal's got it.
Adventure, culture, and fine wine await you in the Lewis Clark Valley, less than 2 hours south of Spokane. Tour some of the world's most spectacular wilderness, beauty, and wildlife in Hell's Canyon. Experience the region's rich and diverse culture and history. Savor award-winning Lewis Clark Valley wines and delicious culinary creations from a variety of local wineries and fine dining establishments. Visit lewisclarkvalley.com and plan your destination getaway today.
Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASE certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fred's Appliance.
Welcome back. The time is now 6:45. A car fire put a small local business in a difficult position. The truck that Spokane Valley Bake Shop Bake My Day uses to work events went up in flames this week.
Now the owners are struggling to decide how to continue. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez live at the bake shop to share how you can support the business through this challenging chapter. Allison.
Good morning. It's a little windy out here, but we had to transfer outside to show you this iconic building behind us. This is the Bake My Day storefront. And remind me, I'm with Ashley, the owner here. Remind me of the cross streets, how people can find this spot.
Hi, so we're basically Barker and Apple Way, between Barker and Green Acres Middle School. If you know where Boomers is, then just look for the windmill and you'll find us.
Yeah. Or you might be able to just smell your way here because the aromas are out of this world. Now, position earlier this week. A truck that's vital for your business went up in flames. Tell us about how that leaves you.
Yeah, so we woke up door and our truck engulfed. We did everything we could to try to save it, but it sadly just didn't work. So that puts us in a bind because our little snack trailer that we rely on for our events like Spokane Valley Farmers Market, tomorrow we no longer have a vehicle that can haul that trailer, as well as every week when we go and haul hundreds of pounds of flour and goodies, we now don't have a vehicle large enough to do that in one big swoop, so we're having to take sometimes daily just to be able to make sure that we have the ingredients that we need to keep our doors open.
Such a difficult time, and we're relying on the community to come out and support you guys. Check out these amazing bakery items. We have these cinnamon rolls here. They are to die for. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
So good. And we'll have all the ways that you can help them out. Website, GoFundMe, all that stuff on our website, KXLY.com.
What do you think if we could just say, can you just bring that whole pan with you back here?
And then stop by a dairy to pick up a thing of butter. And then...
I don't think we would need butter because I know they're like drenched with their yummy caramel sauce. And now
it's all
guys.
It's all good. It's all good. Looking forward to hopefully seeing some of that here.
Yep.
Those winds. We're going to see those winds continue through the day, by the way. Yeah, breezy, gusts in excess of 20 miles an hour. Now, that wind that's coming in is coming from cleaner air, and therefore our air quality is good, and it's going to continue to be good, it looks like, through the day with those northeast winds. Temperatures heading out hour by hour, near 70 by 9 o'clock. We're going to have temperatures that are going to hit 80 by noon, and then the heat is on, upper 80s all the way through the afternoon through dinner time, and then things start to cool down. We're going to have variable clouds. That's going to be the hit. 88 will be the high today. Right now, most of the heat, Texas, Oklahoma, into the Gulf Coast states. Of course, we have the remnants of Debbie continuing to hit the eastern seaboard. So we're going to have that trend not only today, but into tonight as this comes back around, bringing with it, you know, several inches of rain in areas that are already inundated. So that's going to be the major issue there. And then we look at areas around Kansas, and then moving into the central areas, we're going to have some storminess there. For us, maybe an isolated thunderstorm into the mountains, and that's going to be through some of the energy coming out of Canada. We're going to see that not only this evening, but again tomorrow night. We're going to see the Rockies picking up the potential. There is a 10 to 20% chance of us, Spokane, seeing a few errant showers through Saturday. But that is about it. Everybody else is looking to have a fairly dry weekend. Smoke, continuing to be pushed out of the area. So the smoke through the Washington fires are getting pushed into Oregon. There's not a lot to the northeast of us when it comes to fires. So we do have a cleaner area. I want to say an alley. But we do have moderate air quality, so we could fluctuate a little bit. Highs stay in the mid to upper 80s around our place, 91 into Ritzville. Mid 90s from Omak all the way into the Tri-Cities, where then they'll hit 97, and the LC Valley is going to be near 100 degrees. So for us, this is a summer forecast. 89 Saturday, Sunday, 90, 86 Monday. Look at Tuesday, Wednesday, 83 degrees both days. So these are above average temperatures, and then it's below. It looks like it surges back up a little bit into the upper 80s by the end of next week. Not a bad forecast.
No.
Willie Nelson's coming to town. Outdoor concert should be great.
It'll be great.
Yeah, a whole slew of them.
Yeah, weather-wise and music-wise.
There you go. Thanks, Mark.
It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest to kick off your Thursday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
I love you just the way God Don't miss Parmalee, Contemporary Country Hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Visit CDACasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
What makes a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle better than an average vehicle?
It starts with longevity. 97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. Every certified pre-owned Subaru gets a 152-point inspection where anything that doesn't meet our high standards is repaired or replaced.
If you're in the market for a Subaru, don't compromise on quality or affordability. Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive your no-problem customer service at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The power of Latino voters is growing in Washington, but what matters most to them in our community? I'm Kirsten O'Connor. In our For the People coverage, we explore those concerns and the barriers that some say silence their vote tonight on 4 News Now at 6.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
Thursday. Whoopi Goldberg.
To do what you do, you're glowing.
It has to feel the same when you're in a scene and you just feel like you're killing it.
I wish I could tell you that I was that deep.
Watch Kelly Clarkson today at 3.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Susan Osborne. Susan is the executive director of Spokane Helpers Network.
It's really wonderful when people come up to us and let us know how much they appreciated receiving food when their cupboards, refrigerator were bare.
Susan is the driving force behind Spokane Helpers Network, delivering resources and necessities to neighbors in need.
Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 10th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
The time is now 6:53, and it's time to get ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Allison Martinez live at a bake shop to share how you can support this local business in trouble.
And Mark Peterson is here preparing us for our day ahead.
And Hannah Joy in studio sharing President Biden's concerns if Donald Trump loses the presidential election.
But now we begin with Fire Watch coverage this morning. A fire burning in Gem County, Idaho is now prompting mandatory evacuations. Take a look at this photo and videos from the Paddock fire. The Bureau of Land Management in Idaho reports the fire has already scorched more than 60,000 acres. Firefighters have no containment so far and no word on what started this fire, but we do know this area of Idaho had some lightning strikes earlier this week.
This home near Millwood caught fire yesterday morning. Fortunately, the people inside the home on Sandalwood Lane made it out safely. A neighbor called for help when they noticed flames shooting from the back part of the roof. Firefighters with Spokane Valley Fire and Fire District 9 put out the fire before it spread much further. The cause of this one is under investigation.
And around 8 o'clock last night, Spokane Fire Department rushed to a fire near 42nd and Regal on the South Hill. When they arrived, they found a small, slow-moving fire in a grassy area where people usually walk their dogs. Fire investigators are still trying to figure out what exactly caused it.
Spokane Valley. Now, this business has had a difficult week. The truck that they rely on to get to events like farmers markets and so much more went up in flames. Thankfully, their storefront here in Spokane Valley is standing, and you can come out and support this local business. They've got treats that are just drool-worthy here. You can find them at Bake My Day Spokane on Facebook and also on their website.
All right. First alert weather. It's a great day for baked goods. It always is a great day. Windy conditions at times. Gusty winds in excess of 20, gusts to 30 potentially. That's through today and Friday morning. Friday itself looking pretty good. Our day today, 88 for the high, 86 into Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures in the mid-90s if you're heading to Omak, Moses Lake. Tri-Cities, 97 degrees. So for today, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, yeah, variable clouds, those gusty northeast winds, and a high today of 88 degrees.
In our election coverage this morning, almost a dozen candidates were hoping to be the first new U.S. Eastern Washington representative in almost 20 years, replacing Cathy McMorris Rodgers. The race has been officially called, according to the Associated Press. Republican Michael Baumgartner and Democrat Carmela Conroy will be on the ballot in November. Republican Dave Reichert and Democrat Bob Ferguson will face off in the race to be Washington's next governor.
The votes are still being left to be counted. The candidates have more than 70% of the current votes between them. Levies across Spokane County are passing right now as well, including 3 to fund fire districts on the north side and around Lumen Lake. Cheney is Proposition 1, an EMS levy receiving a huge amount of support with 77% of voters saying yes. And in Airway Heights, it's a really close call for a levy to fund the hiring of more police officers and replacing old patrol cars. There's only a 37-vote difference right now in favor of passing it.
And primary election results will not be officially finalized until August 20th. If you'd like to check out the rest of the race results, we have them posted right now on KXLY.com/forthepeople.
In a new interview with campaign correspondent Robert Costa, President Joe Biden says it's unlikely there will be a peaceful transition on power if Trump loses. Trump is already preparing to challenge November results, similar to the challenge in 2020 that led to the January 6th insurrection if he does not win.
The Coeur d'Alene School District making big changes for students. More than 100 children district-wide will no longer be able to take the bus to school because of changes to the district's safety busing program. Students at 7 different schools will be affected, including elementary, middle, and high schools. Kids living more than 1.5 miles from their school will still be able to take the bus.
It's almost time for kids to start heading back to school, and the countdown to the 15th annual Backpacks for Kids distribution is now underway. Volunteers spent yesterday with the Salvation Army stuffing 4,000 new backpacks with school supplies. The distribution is coming up next Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 4 on the Salvation Army campus at Indiana Avenue off of Division. It's first come, first serve for those backpacks, and parents or guardians should have their ID and proof of every child in their household to receive one.
And this Saturday, there's another event where kids can get backpacks, supplies, and new school shoes in Underhill Park. You just need to pre-register your children to reserve a pair of shoes in their size. The community event put on by Sarah and the Way to Justice will also have free food, giveaways, and a raffle. It'll take place from noon to 3:30. Register your kids for those shoes by calling ahead. We are back with a final check of weather coming up with our pal Mark Peterson. That's right after this quick commercial break.
Our story began with my dad becoming forgetful, that then morphed into an Alzheimer's diagnosis. And at the same time, my mom had Parkinson's. I want the best for my parents because they wanted the best for me. I think if I had WA Cares, I would have had a different reality. There's a little less pressure, a lot less fear. WA Cares and your ability to take it to another state is huge.
We've been receiving a lot of calls here at Holiday regarding the smoky air. Here are a few tips. First, replace your filter and run your fan constantly. This is your first line of defense and very inexpensive. This will clean your air by trapping smoke particles at your filter. Second, we do have air purifiers that can be installed directly into your system. Third, it is safe to run your air conditioner. Just make sure your fresh air intake is closed. We're here to help. Call us anytime.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. This month, if you'd like to upgrade your home with some new Coeur d'Alene windows or maybe a new roof, we're offering an anniversary special. Or no money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. From McVeigh Brothers.
All right, good morning, everybody. Taking a live look outdoors, and we do not have as thick a haze as we've had in the past several days. Air quality is good. The wind's coming out of the northeast. High today is going to be 88 degrees. For Friday, it's going to be 89. Your weekend is going to be sunny. We're going to have a few clouds, 90 degrees, with about a 20% chance of seeing a shower on Saturday. That's it. And now we see the cool down, at least for a couple of days. Mid-80s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday going to be 83. So really, this is setting up to be a pretty manageable forecast.
I'd say. Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we have appreciated it. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. Here's GMA.